Welcome to the PMF Beginner's Guide to Brokers. The objectives of this clip is to give a guide to what a broker can offer and how to select one that fits your needs. First, you need to decide what you expect from a broker. There are actually several options. I'm only going to cover two of them. One is the full advice and trading service, and the other is the trading service only. However, be aware there are many packages offered by many different brokers, but this covers pretty much all of the basic services that are available. So, this is what you would expect: a full advice service. The broker monitors the markets, gives advice and recommendations. You consider them, and on your approval, you instruct them and they will make the trade. The fees for this service are the highest of the range of fees because you are getting the advantage of their expertise, their analysis, and making full use of all of their services. However, don't be fooled. They do not offer any guarantees. The decision and the responsibility of the trade is yours. All they do is give you advice and information. You still need to make the decision. You should still ask about how up to date and what is the source of the data. Just as I covered in my previous clips, the source and the timeliness of the data is critical to the accuracy and how valid any decision that you can make. So we go to trade only. This is a service actually that I prefer to use because I at least know where I've got my data and I know how up to date it is. A trade only is exactly what it sounds like. This is where you will instruct a broker to either order or for purchase or for sale of your stocks. The fees are probably at the lowest of the ranges. Not always true, but mostly that is the case. In every stocks or shares trade, there's what's called a settlement period, which is 28 days. And that is the period that transpires to allow the transaction to fully complete. So you need to be aware of that settlement. If you're doing minute by minute trading, as I mentioned in one of my previous clips, you can actually do many trades inside that 28 days, which makes it a rolling period. If you play that careful, it can be quite advantageous, but it takes a lot of management and a lot of your time to make sure you don't get out of or stray from that 28 days. If you're doing mid or long-term trading, just be aware of that. The time between you place the trade and the time between payment needs to be made. It's worth remembering. It's quite important and a lot of people forget it. Okay, on a trade only, the broker will not offer advice and should follow your directions to the best as is possible for them to do so. Things may change during the time between you doing your research, you instructing the broker instructing the runner at the appropriate exchange. So it's not always possible to do things exactly as you ask or exactly as they quote. So be aware of that. What I find quite useful, which I don't know if all brokers offer it, certainly the ones that I've dealt with, you can set a price range. So if I'm doing a buy, I can say when a stock rises above this but doesn't go above this or below this, etc. You can set maximum and minimum prices for the transaction. That actually gives the broker some freedom as to when they place the exact transaction. And as long as they place the transaction within the price range that you quote, that actually can be very advantageous, and I found it quite useful. So it's worth asking your broker when you contact them, do they offer this service? Pretty much every broker I've spoken to do, and actually they prefer it because it gives them a little bit of freedom as well. So it's good for both them and for you. So finally, investing and playing the markets is a lot of fun and can be very rewarding. But remember, stocks and shares do go up and down. Never risk more than you can afford to lose. In other clips, I'll introduce some more techniques that are used by the professionals in how to help you make a decision as to whether to buy or to sell. Now there's the any questions. If you have any questions or would like a topic covered, please contact me by email on pmfmrkana@protectmyfriend.co.uk. Thank you for your time.